Hey guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching. Today is May 26th, 2026, and this is Flosstube 148. I know I'm doing it again. I'm starting over, so I was talking to my cat. So, which probably won't be nearly as cute as she was about 15 minutes ago when I lifted her up to show you guys. She'll probably be pissed now I try lifting her up again, but come here, Jelly. Oh, come here, Jelly. This is Jelly. Jelly, say hi to the world. Say I'm so cute. Say I'm so cute. I don't like being picked up. Say I don't like being picked up. College kid came home with a cat. The last week of school, he adopted a cat. He came home with a cat. It's fine. It'll live here like a year and a half before he goes away to Colorado for grad school. But she's sweet and she's very vocal and she loves to rub up on us and but doesn't like to be held, and she is fun to fuck with because she bites at you, but they're like the weak ass bites. She's like ah, and like barely bites down on you, but then she'll also claw at you, but not like but her claws are really sharp because she's a kitten, and they're like super thin and sharp, and she's little and her claws are super sharp, so you gotta watch it when you're messing with her. But yes, she's an indoor cat only, so that's new. My kid is doing a real good job taking care of her, and it's nice to have an animal in the house again. I missed having an animal. But her name is Jelly, which is spelled Jellie. I've been informed because it's a name and not a food. Whatever. I wanted to name her Mushroom. But I call her Jelly Jams, JJ, and Jelly Bean. Mainly Jelly Jams. Sometimes Baby Kitty. But mainly I call her Jelly Jams. That's the big news of the house. Did I say it's the Flosstube where I talk about cross stitch and not cats? It is. I talk about cross stitch and other crafts I do. It doesn't feel like I do a lot of cross stitching lately because I just haven't until a couple weeks, like a week ago or so. Had a lot going on, and my brain was like, let's do other stuff. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Sorry. She's distracting. Oh no, she's staring at me now. She wants treats. She can't have any more treats. My kid said I'm making her fat. I said that's what grandmas do. We spoil and give treats. Anyways, so I have a bunch of random things to show you and some cross stitch. So let's start with oh, don't lick that in front of me, kitty. Okay. So I got this cheap ass frame from the dollar store, and I put one of my LolaCrowCrossStitch Valentine's Day things in it, and I didn't like the white, so I thought about maybe painting the frame, but then I realized I had little diamond art dots that were gold, but you can't really, they're shiny gold, so I just glued them into that. I think it makes it look a lot prettier because cohesive because it matches the gold, and as you can tell, I framed it because it is not even, but I don't care. It's gonna come out once a month, and it's cute. And I got those little dots, gems, from a diamond art kit from work. I work at Michael's, and we had got magnets, and I'm like, oh, I've never done magnets. So I did magnets, and see how they have the shiny gold in them? I had a bunch left over, so I used them on my frame. And this one's my favorite. And it took me like literally a week after finishing these, because I have a metal door, so I put them on my metal door. And then like a week later, I was like, oh, that's a dragon. Took me a week to realize that was a dragon. So now this is my second favorite. I thought it was a splotch of sky. But yeah, so they were fun. Fun and fast and great for when you're watching a show you actually have to pay attention to, or that has subtitles, or a hockey game. And then what else did I finish? See, I've marked off these things. I have to mark them off again. Oh, I like to try new things at Michael's that I haven't tried, especially when they go on sale. And this went on, except for I'm never going to do a cross-stitch kit because I mean, a cross-stitch kit. Well, probably not because I don't really like the cross-stitch kits we have. But I probably won't do any of the crochet kits because I don't like to crochet, and I probably won't do any of the felt kits because I don't like the felt. I've tried that before. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. And it's fun to try things I haven't done. Like they have embroidery kits. I've done embroidery. I do embroidery. I don't need a kit. Anyways, it's a pixel brick art kit. So I hated doing it initially. The first layer, not this, this is like the second layer, is the base pieces that you stick the flat pieces on and you build up. See, it's 3D. They hurt my fingers so bad to snap on. These pieces, flat, did not hurt. I enjoyed that part. So I probably won't do one again unless I see one that I'm like, oh, so pretty, so cute, must have. But I've been eyeballing this skull since I started working there. We've had them for a while, and now they're on clearance. So, because I got my son one. I got him a, my older son loves birds. I got him a toucan one for like last Easter, and he never did it. And then when I was talking to him recently, I was like, buddy, if you're not going to do it, let me do it, because I want to try one of those kits. And I only like one. This was like kind of serendipitous. It was like right before it was on clearance. And I was like, I only really like the skull, and I don't want to buy another one. If you got one for me to try. He cannot find it. And I was like, why didn't you ever do it? And he said, well, I'm kind of out of doing like Legos and brick stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, if you find it, I'll do it for you. Well, after like a week of him not being able to find it, these went on clearance. And I went, fuck it, I'll do my own. So there's my skull. I don't know what I'll do with it. Right now it's just on the easel on my kitchen table. Looks so much better from far away. I'm trying to think if there's any other new Michaels crafts or craft kits for me to try. I don't think I've seen anything new to try. And then, speaking of work, one of my favorite people left. She got a better job, or like, I hope they treat her better. I call her my work kid because she's my kid's age. She went to school with my kids. She was in Girl Scouts with my youngest. And she was super sweet and super helpful and funny, and just, she made doing the job easier and more pleasant when I first transitioned from being register to floor. And just super helpful and super sweet, and just like such a, I was gonna say good girl, such a kind person. So I bought her a shitload of tacos because she likes Taco Bell on her last day, and I dropped that off and I made her a quilt. She put her 2.5 weeks notice in, so I spent 1 week acquiring all the materials and then 1 week quilting this quilt. Basically 6 days to make this quilt, and it about killed me because I hate actually quilting a quilt. I usually don't like to quilt my own quilts if they're bigger than a baby quilt. Obviously, I did not have time to send this away to be quilted. I could have, and then just given it to her boyfriend who still works at Michael's, and they live together. But I was like, no, I want to give it to her on her last day. So it is Type It quilt from Moda or Zen Chic. And her favorite colors are green and yellow. When I gave it to her, I was like, see, I pay attention. I know your favorite colors. So it's just 2 jelly rolls, a plain green jelly roll, and an assorted yellows jelly roll. That's my husband's feet. So yeah, she said she loved it, and I may have made her cry, which I felt a little bad about, but also was like, oh, she loves it so much. I'm going to miss her so much. I really am going to miss that kid. She was a great co-worker. She's a great person. I hope she is so much happier than her new job. And then I did another diamond art. This one I had for a while. Michael's got these canvas panel diamond art kits, I think, in the spring. Can't remember when I bought this. And they flew off the shelves. And then we didn't get much restock. And I'm like, I don't know, Michael's like restocks the stupidest shit, you guys. And then stuff that flies off the shelves, like, we have a Jonathan Adler right now in our store. When I do work register still, and I have to clean up and keep tidy the front end, this is the first time since I started working there last January where I'm not constantly putting stuff away, reorganizing, restocking the front end, because no one is buying anything. Maybe a couple of crochet kits, a couple of the needlepoint kits, maybe a diamond art or two, like a handful of the crafty stuff. and like nothing else. The first day someone bought one of the big ass expensive Mahjong kits, but since then, no one is buying that garbage. It is so ugly. But anyways, what was my point? Oh, but you know, so we get like restock of that, or we get more of that. We got more of his stuff, but summer stuff. I'm like, oh my god, but we don't get restocks of things like this that actually flew off the shelves. Look how pretty that is. And it was so fun to do because it's like mini finishes, you know, like a little panel. And this is the wrong way. And it's still the wrong way. Just shuffle them around. That one goes on this side. That one goes in the middle. There you go. See, because they make a picture together, but you hang them separately. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Like that. But you know, straight on your wall. There you go. This is my favorite panel. It was so fun. I loved it. And we have not got any more interesting canvas panel-y kits. So, I mean, it's okay. I still have a couple other diamond darts from like Halloween I need to do. But, oh, so pretty. I love these blues. So, yeah. And now, my big finish. I got my Black and Sky back from the primitive needle from our framer. And my gosh, he was so down on himself, you guys. He's like, it's awful. If you hate it, tell me. I'll rip it all out and do it over again. Oh, one of my gems came off of somewhere. It's okay, I still have them. I'm gonna put it right here though, and then look and see where I find a hole. I really should probably seal them, but you know what? These aren't things I plan to keep forever, like my cross stitches. So eventually up like one day, it's all, that was my light. So now it's dark. Oh, one day when it's all dusty on the wall, I'll throw it away is what I was getting at. But anyways, oh my gosh. Scatterbrain and knocking lights over. Wait, was it me or the kitty? Where's that cat? Kitty, did you knock this over? I'm gonna say it was the cat. I'm gonna say it was that little kitty. Okay. Oh, but he was so down on himself. And I was like, dude, this is so, cause the border, you know, it's real hard to get a cross stitch border straight. And I was like, there's like 2 or 3 spots where I'm like, oh yeah, if I look really carefully or pay attention, I can see it's not perfectly straight. I mean, if I did it, I would have tried for 5 minutes and been like, fuck it, and like never hung it up or hung it up crooked and been mad. Then like later looked at it and be like, oh, it's crooked. So I'm like, dude, this is wonderful, fantastic, I love it, thank you. And he talked me into the mat and he talked me into the frame because I originally wanted a really dark brown frame, chunky like this, and I didn't want a matte. I wanted it close to the thing. I'm not an artiste. I don't know these things. He's like, no, do the matte. And then he's like, how about this frame? And I was like, well, actually, I kind of like that because it got kind of like a goldness to it and the brown. So the matte goes great with the greens, and the brown and the gold goes great with the brown. And I think it picks up on some of the goldy and the oranges and even the greens and the browns. Like, I just love it so much. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I love it so much. I hated working on it, but this is why I kept working on it, because I knew when it was done, I was gonna love it, and I do. And it's on 18 count, unnamed Gray Ada from Bestitch Me, 2/1, DMC floss. I used a few overdyes, like in this one, that brown and that green's overdyed. And I also changed the color of that because in the picture it's like super bright, and I did not want that to be super bright. And then I did an overdyed in the sun and left off the face. A little overdyed, like just to tie it together, like the sun is in the key. And then I did overdyed. I had overdyed in a couple smaller sections. Where else do I have overdyed? Key. Do I have any overdyed in that guy? Don't think I do. And I haven't overdyed like my moon. You can kind of, it's kind of hard to see, but that's one of Kaylee from Kaylee 10 Stitches threads she dyed and gave to me. Thank you, Kaylee. So it makes it more special too, because it's got like it's thread from a friend in it. But oh, guys, I just love it so much. God, this thing took me, started in 21 and finished in 26. 4.5 years. I have my label, my little information label on the back of it. Should not have taken that long to finish this. That's how much I hated working on it. But I love it now that it's done. Oh, Teddy. My arm's tired. Okay, kitty, don't mess with it. She's got her eyes on me. I'm surprised she hasn't meowed. She's very vocal, and she also purrs so much. Oh, anyways. Yeah. That's all my projects. So on to whips. So I've been trying to work down my whips. So I was trying to work on things that I thought I could finish this year. You know, went through all my stuff when I did my whip parade last year, and put all the stuff that was close to finish on top, kind of almost in order of what would be finished quickest. And I had this in there towards the bottom. I think this is my last one, because the other thing I had in that pile was not something that's close to finished. It was something at the time I was like, I'd like to work on that again, but that's not important. But I forgot just how much more I had left to do on this, and how much I don't enjoy it. I don't like stitching it. It's just like it's Skie. I'm gonna love it when it's done. I don't like the fabric. I cannot get it no matter what Q-snap I use, Nerge. I can't get it taut enough so then it gets loose and I get oh, I don't want to work on it. But it's so pretty. It's my Miribilia at the Met, which I started with Julie from Colorado, Kansas City girl in Colorado world. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Julie, if you still watch. I mean, I know I barely update anymore, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't. But we started this together, and we both actually, she's like, we should do it on a red. She showed me a red on Instagram, and I was like, oh my God, yes, let's do it on a red. And funny enough, we both had the exact same red, so we ended up starting on the same fabric, which is a 32 count Crimson Peak by Jody of the Steel City Stitchers. It's a linen. I think the older I get, the less I like working on linen, unless it's super taut. And I can't get this real taut, so I'm like, oh. But I'm using the Call for DMC, the Karen Water Lilies, the Krynic, and the beads. Like, I was like, I have so much done. She'll be so close to finish except for the beading. And then I pulled her out and started working on her. I was like, ugh, I still have her whole chest and arms and head to do. And I don't like the fabric. But it's so pretty. Right? I mean, this light just ruins this fabric. This fabric it's so much prettier in person. This light just kills that fabric. I apologize. But what did I do? What did I work on? So I finished up this section up here, and I was like, yeah, I can start beading soon. And then I was like, oh shit, I can't beat her until she's got a freaking head, body. So I started on her skin. I'm not doing 1/1. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm just doing the 2/2. Yeah, 2/2. I'm not here for it, you guys. So, God, I wish the fabric, I wish you guys, wish you could, like, see how pretty that, and it's still washed out, and look at all of it. It looks so much more, like, from what I see, it looks orangey, but it's not. It's a pretty red. It doesn't matter. There she is. So I still have all of that body and arms and her head, and then like she's got like a zhuzhi thing on top of her head that's got some stitches in I need to do, and then I can start all that beading. And there's a lot of beads. Look at all that bead. Look at all those beads. I mean, I'm showing you. Like, look at all these empty spaces for beads. Girl's gonna have a lot of beads. Look at all this empty red space for beads. She's gonna be beady, and that'll be fun. I like beading. Hopefully I can get her taut enough to beat it and not be angry and hate every second of it. I'm very mumbly today. I'm sorry. But yeah, there it is. So I got this part done, and I was like, no, I'm not enjoying this. So I did a bunch of other things. And then I was like, okay, let's pick her back up again. So I started her body, and I did that much. And I went, nope. I want to cross stitch, but I'm not enjoying this. Let's pick up a different project. So I did. I just opened up my drawer and picked whatever was on top, and it was my kitty. Dreaming of Klimt from Barbara Anna Designs. She's playing the toy she's never played before. Okay, computer. Since you did that, I'll just turn you on. You guys, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Give me a second. Hold, please. Because I want to make sure I get the name, her name right. Because I totally blanked on Kaylee's Flosstube name. Like my first time I tried to record this, I was like, Kaylee from Kaylee Stitches. Like, no, it's Kaylee 10 Stitch. So I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I get Marissa's Flosstube right, which is M. Kissa Creations. I started this with her. And when I pulled it out, I went, yes, I'm so going to enjoy doing this. Because for some reason, it's just like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, this hits. I'm like, this, I feel this one. Like it. And then I've just been going gung-ho and loving every second of it. And this is also on a linen, but it's nice and taut, my Q-snap. It is Dreaming of Klimt from Barbariana Designs. And it is on 32 count linen in acorns from Bestitch Me. And it's 2/2. I'm using the DMC, and then like, can you see some of the yellow is supposed to be like a glossy DMC, like a satin DMC, and I was not doing that. So I'm using a Petite Treasure braid in gold, which I like because now it's, not that you can tell very well, but it's got a little bit of shiny. Ooh. But yeah, so I finished inside of her dress, I finished half her hair, I did her earrings, I finished this, I finished a bunch of these, I've gone up here, I've done this, so like I am just zooming along on her and like loving it. So I just have a little bit, oh no, I think I finished all the curly cues. Yeah, so, and then I'm right about here on her, so just hair and a couple mushrooms. So fun to stitch. I'm loving it. I love those little mushrooms. And look at her face. I'm loving her so much. This is what I was stitching on when I discovered my cat thinks stitching is magical. I should stop calling my cat. My kid's cat. The cat. Like she's never, like I don't think I worked on my, at the Met before we got her. Maybe I did and she never noticed because she spent a little more time up in my son's room because she was a little more like, oh, what's going on in this house? But when I started stitching this, she was utterly fascinated. And then when I brought my needle up, she tried to bite it. And I was like, oh my God, girl, no. But yeah, so now I have a stitching buddy that people, like, I was always jealous of people talking about their stitching buddies. Now I have a stitching buddy. She'll come up here and she'll sit on my desk and she'll just stare at me like I'm working some sort of like magic. Kind of makes me feel nice. And that's it. That's all my stuff for you guys. I don't have any haul. Shocking. I mean, I did buy craft stuff, but then I did the craft stuff, so now I have no haul. That's it. My plans are to chug away on Klimt. I think by the time I see you again, because I seem to be doing this monthly, I should be finished with it. I would like to work some more on the body. I mean, I wouldn't like to. I hope to work some more on the body at the Met. And after that, I don't know. Honestly, no idea what I'm going to do. No real plans. So yeah, that's it. So I guess I'll talk about life. I already talked about the cat. We had work awards at our award meeting. I won 3. I won... What did I win? It's so stupid. These awards are so dumb. But I came with gift cards, which helped me buy some things. I got an award for having the highest rewards year to date, like 14%. I won an award because we all voted for each other and shit. Willingness to help. I like to help, not customers, my own fellow coworkers. And I won, which was a big surprise to me, Team Member of the Year. So, woo! But again, it came with like $5 gift cards each one, so it's like got $15 worth of gift cards, and I bought something. Oh, I bought a jewelry box that was on sale for my niece for Christmas. That's what I did. Yeah, so that was nice. Let's see. Bonus child graduated college. So proud of him. So we went up to Cleveland for that. That was great. He's the best. I saw my hematologist, and he wants me to have 3 iron infusions. So I'm waiting to hear back on getting those scheduled. I saw a gyno, because TMI, I know if you don't want to hear about it, one of the main reasons my iron and hemoglobin is so low is because my body does not really absorb the iron from the iron supplements because of gastric bypass. It does a little bit, but not a lot. But then I also have extremely freakishly heavy periods, which just like wipe my body out of blood and iron. So I had to see a gyno, and she wanted me to have a non-hormonal IUD, and I'm like, no, I don't want one of those, please. So we are in talks to have an ablation so that hopefully I don't lose as much blood every month. TMI, I know, I'm sorry, but that's where I'm at. And I can tell my iron is dropping down again because there's certain symptoms I had I did not know were part of my low iron until I was hospitalized. My legs are cramping up again. I'm starting to get dry right here. I had no sores yet. I had sores when I got admitted to the hospital. Tired a lot. I'm not, before I got admitted to the hospital, I was almost passing out on the couch every day after work. I'm not quite that tired, but I am tired. You can see I'm losing a little bit of color, but not a lot. There's a symptom I did not know was a symptom until the other day when I was like, I need some protein, so I got a piece of Swiss cheese, and I was eating my piece of Swiss cheese, and it burned in my mouth. And I was like, what? Swiss cheese should not burn your mouth. Swiss cheese has never burned my mouth before. I'm not allergic to cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant. So I Googled, I was like, hey, why is Swiss cheese making my mouth burn? And it said that Swiss cheese has some of the highest concentration of histamine in it. And if you're low in certain things like iron, you get something called burning mouth syndrome from like things high in like histamine and stuff. So when I eat Swiss cheese now, my mouth burns. There's a lot of symptoms of iron deficiency I was unaware of. So that's fun. Which also makes sense as to why, like, the year before I was hospitalized, I thought it was karma. I kept telling my husband, is this karma for making fun of your mom? Because she used to complain that, like, he'd bring home food and be like, my mom doesn't want this. She says it's spicy. I'm like, does it have pepper in it? Because I'm like, it's not spicy. It's just peppery. And then, like, the past year before I got hospitalized, every time I ate something, I'm like, why is it so spicy? Oh my God, everything's so spicy. Like, I was eating pepperoni pizza, and I'm like, oh my gosh, pepperoni's so spicy. And I thought it was just karma for picking on my mother-in-law. Apparently, it's spicy mouth syndrome. My mouth, a lot of things are spicier. That's fun. Because I also noticed that after I had my blood transfusion, and I literally, like, a week later had some pizza, and I was like, wow, this pepperoni's not burning my mouth. Who knew? I had no idea these were symptoms of iron deficiency. So, awesome. I think that's it. Kid, health, kitty. You guys want to see the kitty again? She's sitting right here. I'll go. I'll get her. Hey, Jelly Jams. Say hi to the world. Oh, shit. Oh. Say hi, Jelly Jams. You know what's cute about her? She's knock-kneed, aren't you? Because she's got some sort of, she was born with something, I don't know. And she had to have, her knees were bad. One knee was so bad she had to have surgery on it before we adopted her. And the other knee is not bad enough. The vet said she'll probably never need to have surgery on it. So we got her, and she's fine. Means she can't jump as high, which is great because it means she can't get on my kitchen counters because that's disgusting. I hate cats on kitchen counters. Ugh. But so when she walks over her little back leg, she's knock-kneed. It's adorable, you guys. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Like I said, hopefully I'll have at least one finished project to show you when I see you again in roughly a month. Maybe some more stitching than other projects. Who knows? I keep saying it. There's things I want to quilt. I want to make myself a skirt and some curtains. My mom's quilt, cut it all up, and haven't put it together. Story of my life. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by again. Thank you for stopping by for the first time. Thanks for giving me a try. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for the comments. I know I don't get a lot these days, probably because I'm really bad at responding to them, but I do see them and I try to like them, and they still mean a lot to me that people care. And I hope that you are all having a good May. It's almost over. God, it's almost freaking summer over here in the United States. Oh my gosh. Whew. Time is flying by. It is flying by, you guys. But I hope you're enjoying your time, and I hope you're getting more stitching than me done. And I will see you in probably like a month. Bye.